Hi, my name's Anthony Hines. For the last 40 plus years, I've tried to help people with their career and tried to help people who are seeking their next great opportunity. I do this because when you're unemployed, not a lot of people call you, and you're always looking for ways to get the next great opportunity. And because of the fact that a lot of the people that you really thought would talk to you don't, you're really sometimes at a loss because you don't know what to do next, especially if you've never gone through it before and you look for some good direction. I have a ton, and I mean a ton, of podcasts on podbean.com that help job seekers in all aspects of the entire job search process. These podcasts have been listened to by thousands via the download numbers, okay? Because I watch the download numbers and I see thousands of downloads. So I have to believe that these podcasts have been listened to thousands of times. Okay? It's real basic. But the fact is, I keep trying to come up with new ideas and I keep trying to come up with new ways to present very basic knowledge and try to get it to the people because sometimes when you're unemployed, you just do not think clearly. You just don't. You're not on your game, okay? Because you don't have a routine and you're just not on your game and you just wish somebody would help you. Okay? I get it. I'm here and this is what I do. I help you. I don't waste time with interviews about things that mean nothing to you because what you're trying to do is get a job. What I try to do in all my podcasts is help you get your next opportunity or get your job search moving. You've got to listen to these podcasts if you are in a transition because they can only help you. Maybe not everything will be useful to you, but something will. So please take time, listen to the podcast. I get hundreds and hundreds of followers. You know why? Because they hear my passion, they hear what I'm trying to do, and they hear that I'm trying to help them get their next job. Okay? Again, they're all on podbean.com and they're under the Anthony Hines Job Search and Career Help Now podcast. And also, too, they're on Spotify and many other, Apple and Google Play and the like. So they're really growing and they're really expanding. So get out there and listen to them if time allows. And it's going to help you to get out of a funk if you are in one, and it's going to help you to get moving. Today, I want to talk to you about two very basic words that you need to keep in mind when you are looking for a job. The first word is patience. You have to get it. Understand that no one else in your pipeline that is working has the current urgency that you do to get a job. Why? Because they're working. So the fact is, you have to be patient. You have to be patient for people to get back to you. You have to be patient for people to check a resume. You have to be patient for people to respond to you with interviews. You have to be patient for people to respond with, questions. You have to be patient for people to look out on LinkedIn to see your application. And you just have to be patient because you know why? Their life has other priorities. Okay? It's nothing against you, but it's just other priorities. So, what you have to do, instead of worrying about the current application you make, is you move forward to your next application. Okay? You move forward to your next opportunity, your next networking opportunity. You have to see this process as seeding a garden. Okay? You have to see it as seeding a garden because the fact is, if you have a garden, you don't want just one plant in that garden, right? And remember, you're only looking for one job, but you don't want one plant in the garden. So you need patience because you need to keep seeding and keep setting up opportunities and keep networking and keep working because you have to give all of these opportunities time to grow and nurture themselves on their own. Okay? And how do you fertilize them? You fertilize them by keeping moving, by providing updates on your LinkedIn profile, as well as taking free education online to show that you are being motivated. So it's not just waiting for a job. It's patience that people will come back to you with a response. But while you're being patient, you do things like getting educated. You do things like going out on informational interviews. You do things like meeting people for coffee, for lunch, meeting people for, and then you volunteer. That is what you do while you're being patient. Okay, and then you just keep working your next opportunity. It's just methodical. This game is about volume. And the fact of the matter is, you don't wait on one job. Get a bunch of them working because you're only looking for one job, but get them all working and get different opportunities working because you're only looking for one job. Believe me, I can't tell you how many people that tell me that they have had nothing come in, nothing come in. Then all of a sudden they get 3 or 4 different people interested. That's how the process works. When you have a lot of things working and a lot of opportunities, and you're working a lot of angles, and you've applied a lot of places, and you're educating yourself, and you're doing things, and you're volunteering, you are making yourself the best possible candidate for any type of opportunity. So the fact of the matter is, instead of waiting for anything, you just keep on moving. Do your next thing. Go. LinkedIn has a ton of free education. And the fact is that when you're in the job seeker premium level, which I am still, even though I have a great job, and part of the reason why I do all this podcast to help you get your next great job. So the fact is that I'm still in the job seeker premium because I like to help people get their jobs. But the fact is that there's free education out there. All right. So go out and find out, get that education. And then once the course is created and completed, it goes right into your profile. How much does that help you? Okay. How much does that help you? If things are just going into your profile that you're taking out there and people are seeing that you're educating yourself, you're becoming a better candidate. So while you're being patient, okay, you work these other angles. And the fact is, you're not worried about things. You're not thinking about things. You're just working the other angles while you're being patient and letting people see your application, see your candidacy on their terms and get back to you. And then when you do all this, you're ready for them. Okay? So instead of just waiting for them, you do these other things. And that way you're more in control. You're moving forward. You're on your game. Somebody calls you. You're ready to talk because you got things to talk about instead of being in a situation where you're kind of begging them for a job. If you got a lot of things to work for and a lot of things to talk about, you're ahead of the game. And that's what these things do. That's what education does. That's what networking does. That's what volunteering does. That's what taking online seminars do. It gives you things to talk about. So there's no reason you can't go and do this. Okay? So the first word, patience. Patience with everyone out there. The second word, transferable. What skills do you have that you can transfer to your next position? Okay, maybe there isn't a complete 100% match, but instead of seeing yourself as things you don't have, let's think about things that are transferable so that you can say that you may not have that exact skill, but you have a common skill, a skill that you can bring right into this new opportunity that's very much like the skill that's mentioned in the application. Okay, I've talked about this before, but understand things like customer service, account management, relationship management. You do this in many, many jobs, whether it's in retail, whether it's in jobs you've done in high school, jobs you've done through college, some of your early career jobs. You develop these skills. Training, you develop training skills in your old positions because that you had to probably train people. Okay, you had to deal with stress management. Hey, when you're at the register and you're in a store and you're at the register and there's 20 people in line, that's stress management, isn't it? So the fact of the matter is, think about these things, right? Then you're in a situation where during slow periods you're filling areas or you're filling bins or the like. That's time management, isn't it? Think, okay? What is transferable? I just told you relationship management, time management, stress management, all of these things that come into play in new opportunities come into play in your other opportunities. So you have to tell yourself, if these skills are transferable, how can I how can I package them into the interviews? How can I package them into my cover letters? How can I package them into what I present for future opportunities? Do not discount what you've already done. That matters and it has value. Your skills are probably 95% transferable into the new positions you're going to because you've got a lot of different basic skills that you've learned over previous jobs. Think about what those skills are. Go and get them and think about, instead of what you don't know, you think about transferable because those are the things that help you get your next job. And you have to be able to package that information so that the new hiring manager or the person interviewing you shows or is shown that your solution to his or her problem are the skills you have from your previous jobs. Even if they're not 100% there, they are transferable. Okay, so think about this: patience, control, and working on things you can while you're waiting for people to get back to you, and then transferable. What are the two things, or what are the five things, or what are the 10 things that you can bring to a position based on your current or previous experiences that most people won't realize? And the fact is, when you can bring all that together, your candidacy becomes a lot better because you're in control and you're showing people that you have a lot of skills and you show people that you are ready to take the challenge and you're ready to provide value day one. Remember, people, if you don't love yourself, if you don't have confidence in yourself and your own skills, who the heck is going to want you? Nobody is, right? So you got to be confident in your own skills. You got to be confident in your own abilities. You got to be confident and understand that you are part of your own solution. And I don't mean to sound like Anthony Robbins or anything crazy. I just want you to understand that your mindset is a big part of how this game works. So you got to be patient to let people have space to get back to you, and you have to talk about all your skills that are transferable to make your own candidacy better for every job that you have. Okay? My name is Anthony Hines. For the last 40 years, I've been trying to help people with their career and in their job search. Please go to Podbean, listen to my podcasts, and check out my Facebook page, the Anthony Hines Job Search and Career Help Now page, and also to check out my LinkedIn group. I'm telling you, this LinkedIn group is the best. You know why? And it's called the Anthony Hines Job Search and Career Help Now group. You know why it's the best? Let me tell you why. It's filled with the recruiters. It's filled with HR people. It's filled with people that are going to help you. And if they don't help you, guess what? Let me know. I'll email them and I'll ask them why they don't answer you. Okay? Now, if I got a lot of people out there in this group and you get responses from a few of them, that's better than none, right? But the fact is, these people have joined this group because they know they're here to help other people. Okay? It's not meant to be a commune from the 60s, but what it's meant to do is help people. Because when you're job seeking, you are alone and you really feel you're alone. And I don't like you to feel that way. I felt that way when I was unemployed. It was the worst, the absolute worst. Every day I said, today is the day I'm going to get my next opportunity. Today's the day that somebody's going to call me. But it was tough. So what I decided to do was build all these things so that people will feel that they have someone there to support them because it's not easy. I don't care what anybody says, they make believe. They say, oh, you'll get your next job or things like that. Here's the reality. They got a job. You don't. So the fact is that when they say things like that, they clearly don't know because the people that will help you the most are the ones who have been unemployed because they know the feeling. And when people say those things about don't worry, something will pop, just remember they don't know. Okay, so have a little pity on them. But that said, I don't mean to get off on a tangent. I'm just telling you, patience and transferable. Those two words are what you want to think about. Patience to allow other people to get back to you, and then the transferable to show people when the candidacy is discussed how your previous skills can come into this next position. Okay, don't think about your limitations, think about how things are transferable to the next job. Okay, use my tools. They're out there. I have a ton. I have a checklist, an article on my LinkedIn profile that has all my tools all listed as a checklist, so you're able to use them on your own time, on your own level, and not feel overwhelmed. My stuff will not overwhelm you. It will make you feel under control. But the fact is, you have to do it. You have to believe in yourself, and you got to understand patience so other people have time to get back to you, and that what skills are transferable. Because the more you can, the better you make people realize how great of a match you are for any job that you apply for. Okay, everyone, have a great day and listen to all my podcasts and understand I am here to help you. That's why I do these. I don't, I don't, I don't need to do it um, for myself. I need to do it because I like to help people when to show them that people are there to support them in their times of need. That's why I'm doing it. Why? Because I had very little support when I was unemployed. And I told myself, when I get out of this, I'm going to not only show people, not only get out of it myself, but I'm going to show everyone how to do it. And this is what my podcasts do. They show everyone how to get their next great opportunity. And remember, your career is your responsibility, and help me to end unemployment one person at a time. But just, I'll leave you with this. Who's to say that the next job you get is not the best job you've ever had? Okay? Have a great day. And go check out my other podcasts. Bye bye.